Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be starting the Long Dark series. I'm planning to do this sort of over the winter months because it's kind of fitting because it's cold. This should give people a good taste of what the Long Dark is like if you've never played it before. We'll probably be doing one episode equals one day in the game because I think it works out as about it being like 30 minutes or so. So we're going to play on Stalker mode because that's kind of my level at the moment. It's challenging enough, but not too challenging. We are not going to start in a random region because I do want to kind of survive to some extent. I'm thinking we'll just start in good old Mystery Lake because it's one of my favourite maps. I'm really boring, I know. And we're going to play as Astrid because I'm a woman and I like Astrid, and Mackenzie is really annoying, I find. And I think we will activate the feat. I haven't got many feats activated. Like, the trouble with this game is there's a lot of things to unlock, and I don't tend to play it that often. I go through phases where I really want to play it. So at the moment, I'm actually kind of getting itchy feet and I really want to play it. But obviously, I'm doing Planet Zoo stuff, so I've not really been able to. But since we had the Dark Walker event, I have decided I want to do this instead of the Shelter series. So we'll call this a walk in the woods. Why not? So yeah, if it doesn't crash right now, it looks like it wants to crash. Oh no, there we go. So a mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought your plane crashing down into the northern Canadian wilderness. How long can you survive? Good question. How long can we survive? I probably should get Twitch because I mean, this is probably a game that would probably go very well on Twitch. Particularly some of the other bits. Okay, I know exactly where I am. That's fine. So anyway, obviously it's really cold. I'm freezing to death slowly. There's a backpack over here, but there's nothing else. Let's get some rocks. Because rocks, you'd be surprised at how good like rocks are. So I don't have any maps. Most of this is going to be from memory. Dave's quiet clearing, so I will probably have to use the maps I've got when I start moving around for some of the maps I don't know very well, but I get to the cabin. So yeah, so this is Mystery Lake, and it is basically set on Great Bear Island. Now, there is a story mode that I will play through at some point. I hope you can hear my voice over this because, I mean, the wind is very loud in my ears, so loud I can't hear my own voice. But yeah, so there's a story mode of where you are Mackenzie, who has been asked by, I think, his like ex-wife to go on effectively a suicide mission to this place called Great Bear, which is where we're at now. And yeah, it's just, to be honest, I find this game really relaxing. It's just pleasant. The challenge modes are obviously a bit tense. The Dark Walker event was very tense, but the actual gameplay itself is so relaxing. I'm just enjoying moseying along through the Canadian wilderness, and you know, it's a perfect game to be playing with everything going on at the moment. So you can see the wolves over there. And there's some cabins. So this is Mystery Lake itself. This is the actual lake. Now I'm going to try not to sprain my ankle going down too much of a slope. And here is the cabin. So I believe this is the warden's cabin. And obviously as we're in Canada, as you can see, it is mighty cold outside, so let's get inside and warm up a minute. So we have rifles on in this game. Oh look, food. Basically, you're just wandering around and you have to kind of survive as long as possible from either hunting or pillaging, like from houses and stuff.
But nobody needs this anymore.
I'll take that whetstone. I've also got to try not to become a hoarder as well, because the more stuff you carry, the heavier you get, and obviously you then can't run away from things when things try to attack you, and things will try to attack you in this game. The wildlife is just literally on some kind of like vengeance against all humans, and if they see you, they'll just like go absolutely bananas. So we'll take the storm lantern, we'll need that. I'll take that cooking pot, take the jerry can. We'll just open some of these, see what we've got going on.
Okay.
Is there a note around, or no? It's the computer, isn't it? In this one, yeah. Doopy doopy doo. I'll sort out some of that cloth later. Hello, dead person. Aren't you fun? Yes. That'll give me something to read when there's a blizzard rolling in. As I said, I have quite a few hours in this game. I think I have about 200 hours.
This will come in handy.
So not as much as Planet Zoo, but you know, I enjoy the game for what it is. And it's one of those that I play for ages and then come back to. Oh, a note. Let's have a read. Beansy and I came up this way in the summers, and when we were not knock-kneed goofy kids, we fished and played with swords made out of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake, those little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer, and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them. He looked at the guest book and read their names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always to come back, always. Contributed Rebecca 4675. So the Long Dark was actually a Kickstarter originally, and people who backed them on Kickstarter got to have little notes go into like the actual game itself. I unfortunately was pretty poor, so I couldn't do that at the time, mainly because I was like a teenager. And yeah, so I don't have any gloves on, which is concerning. I should probably go find some gloves. I don't also have a hat, so I'm going to get frostbite pretty quick. And it's also very, very, like, yeah, I'm very cold. Um, I don't have a sewing kit right now either, do I? I will leave that there because we're going to use this as our base. So we've warmed up a little bit. I need some. We'll take the charcoal as well. We can do a bit of mapping. I will take the drugs. We're going to just take all the drugs. And right then. Holster that. And let's go out. So there's different game modes you can play. And there is Voyager, Pilgrim, Stalker, and Interloper. Interloper is the hardest setting. The wildlife will just murder you on sight. And when it murders you, it does serious damage. The climatic conditions get colder over time, wildlife migrates away from you, so it's very challenging. With Stalker, which is the mode I'm playing, essentially the wildlife is a bit more balanced. It will attack you, and it won't do quite so much damage, but they will attack you quite regularly, so rather than being attacked and mauled to death and just having to avoid being attacked by a wolf altogether, I can be attacked multiple times, but we don't really want that to happen.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Well, you made a stupid mistake, love, to end up in the Canadian wilderness, however you ended up here. So that's your problem. Yeah, so we're going this way because we're avoiding the lake, because the lake is covered in wolves right now, and I value my life. It would be horrendous if I died in the first episode of me making this within the first 10 minutes, so we'll try and play a little bit safe for now. We'll get more risky. Some people play this game probably a lot more recklessly than I do. But yeah, so we have Stalker mode, which is what we're on, and the climate does get colder over time. Blizzards are a bit more frequent, but it's not the end of the world. And yeah, so this is Mystery Lake, and I like this game. It is a very appeasing game. Okay, so I do have a bedroll. Now, obviously we have the lake over here. So wildlife spawns sort of randomly. Sometimes it'll be wolves on the lake, other times it'll be deer. So these ones are burnt down. Sometimes these are all very random with which ones are burnt down, particularly in Sandbox. So, lake cabins. Isn't this lovely? You can imagine coming here in summertime. But this is a fantastic game to play in summertime. In winter they had the Winter's Embrace event, which was you're playing this like freezing cold game and like in like summer when it was really hot in July I think it was, and it was really nice actually. Your brain sort of tricks you into thinking you're cold. I think
I can use this.
I will definitely take that. So we haven't got any water, but we're not overly thirsty yet. And to be honest, we've got plenty of like shelter and things. There is a box under there that I want. Oh, that's empty. I've already explored that. Anything in the bin? Dumpster diving.
This stuff will come in handy.
I'm good, thank you. I will take some of these books. Oh, food. Need that. Right. I've had enough in here for now. And we'll mosey on to the next one. So if we go around here. Oh dear, there's a wolf over there. I'm gonna go around. I am not in any position to be mauled by a wolf right now. Just get inside. Dog food, tasty. Search the backpack. Moldy salty crackers. Dried salty crackers will probably make you thirsty. Well, salt tends to do that, doesn't it? Now let's have a look at my clothes. So we have two worn windbreakers. So is that one? That's ragged. So we're going to wear that one at least. And then we're not doing too badly. We need some socks and we need some gloves and a hat, but we'll find those eventually. If not, I'll kill some rabbits and we'll just go from there. Very relaxing game, to be fair. Nothing in there. I'll take another book because I'm probably going to need to start some fires. Books are fantastic for starting fires in this game. Doopy doopy doo. Ooh, another note. I will go inside and read it because I'm getting cold. What time of day it is? It's getting evening, so note. Let's go read that note. There's nothing left. The matches got wet, and I'm down to a couple of tins of peaches and a can of pop. I don't know what to do. I want to go, but where do I go? Those wolves. Those wolves. Everywhere, scratching at the door, pouring at the windows, waiting. A dull knife, a rock, a length of rope. It's like one of those jokes you hear about when three guys walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, you can't bring the rope in here." Something about afraid not. Something like that. Mm. I like how creative people have been with these. It does add a lot of depth to the game. It makes you actually feel like this place was lived in at one point. Water, that'll do me. Save me building a fire to make some. Anything else of any worth? These spray cans of paint are just frustrating. You actually want something good, and then you end up with like a can of spray paint. Let's check the bin again. Like, we're pretty much like early on in the game, so a lot of this stuff can stay where it is because I might need it when I come back later. For now, I'm just going to take all the perishables because what probably happen is I'm going to have to, as time goes on, I will have to change from
If I don't.
like not hunting, but like scavenging to hunting, and yeah, kind of soda. Nothing in there. There's also books. I'm going to take all these back to the main cabin. Because why not? Aha!
I'll take it.
That's useful. I'll definitely take a flare. Okay, so all in all, we're not doing too badly right now. What time is it? I might stay in here and find some place warm, because this is the thing, I haven't got the clothes that I require right now, so we're going to just stay in the warm. Let's research 3 hours? That'll be fine. That'll get us nice and tired, and then we can sleep. So we'll have a drink. And probably the chocolate bar. And I think it's time to sleep. So we shall sleep for about 8 hours. That should do it. And then we'll pass time if we need to. Right, I think we'll probably leave that episode there because that is day 1 done. So yeah, check out my YouTube channel for regular content. I've got Planet Zoo videos coming out every Tuesdays and Fridays, as always. Currently, it's the Alphabet Zoo video. I need to do some other things, but at the moment, I just really want to get Alphabet Zoo done. So once Alphabet Zoo's done, we'll start looking at some other fun stuff with Planet Zoo, and it'll probably go to 1 day a week. Yeah, and the long dark videos are going to be coming out every Sunday, so do check those out. It's definitely but it's going to be a fun series, I think. I think we shall see how long we can survive for. So, yeah. Anyway, take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one.